Good afternoon. Okay, so we'll give it a few moments just to make sure everyone can actually hear me nice, loud and clear. If you can hear me, as you know, this is a customer live stream as we're doing today, and we have an exciting topic to talk about, and more specifically, it's about creating AI UGC ads that look real, okay, with the full workflow. So before we get started, with the chat box, can you just let me know, don't pick up your keyboard, but just start typing the keyboard. Hey, Ali, I can hear you. Nice, loud and clear. So the session has started. So we just do a sound check and make sure the audio is coming through nice and clear. So just let me know, don't be shy. You can say hi. And then we shall proceed. So, okay, we've got London in the house, Paris, Sheffield, Portugal, Canada, South Africa, Boston, Jamaica. Okay, fantastic. Everybody's here. Thank you for everyone doing that, just to make sure everything's fine and running in order. Okay, so exciting session today. I'm going to try my best to put it in such a way we can keep it nice and concise, short and sweet, essentially, okay? Because I know sometimes with some of these topics, they get a little bit overwhelming, or should I say a little bit not complicated, but it can be a lot of information, and the last thing we want is information overload. So first and foremost, let's do some housekeeping. So anyone that's joining for the first time, welcome. This is a session that's run every Friday for customers or anybody that has an interest in digital marketing and different kind of applications, which you'll see in the description field. There'll be so many apps there. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. And what you're seeing on the screen is something called the Inner Circle. So with this, you can actually join completely free. It's just where like-minded people are. And you'll see with some of the applications that are applicable, a lot of training that goes on, even on this YouTube channel, and some of the work or projects that are created, you can actually find real users producing content here, even offering workflow, some of their strategies, their tips, and it's just a place for like-minded individuals that just allow everyone to network and uplift one another to get some really good results. So you see some of the results here, okay? So I'm not going to go through all of this, but what I'll do, I'll put a link on the screen if I can pull this up, okay? And what that will show you is where you can locate this, okay? So it's going to be ponder.com/Facebook. So if you're watching this from social media, i.e. YouTube, then make sure you head over to that link as well, and you'll get access to this group, and you'll see so many great examples. And I mean, some of the examples, if you do want to check out some of the stuff, especially today, we're going to be talking about or implementing or utilizing, whatever you want to call it, talking photos. We'll slightly touch on VideoExpress and Clone Voice. So what you can do, you can actually go to media and you can see either photos or videos, because there's some apps like Artistly, and then we've got other video applications that will create videos as well. So you can see some of the generations users are making, and it's just fascinating to see some of the possibilities when it comes to video creation, and more specifically the implementation of AI, because AI has now taken over. So having said that, make sure you do head over there. Let's now proceed. Is everyone ready? Everyone excited? Should we jump in? Okay, so I can see the link there as well. So there you go, ponder.com/Facebook. So UGC. Now, for anyone that's watching this for the first time, before I explain what it is, I'll give a chance for one of you right now. Let me know in the comments description. So this is, again, there will be Q&A, questions and answers at the end. But, you know, we'd like to make this a little bit interactive as well. Just let me know, does anyone know what UGC stands for? Let me know what your thoughts are or what you believe it to be, and then we will carry on. Okay, so UGC, the topic today is going to be creating AI UGC ads. And the more specific point is, how can we create them in such a way that they're hyper realistic? Okay, replacing humans is the next step, isn't it? So what we're going to do is look at, well, replacing humans, isn't it, as close as being realistic. Okay, so I can see so many comments coming in, user generated content. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's with me. I know after lunch you might feel a little bit sleepy after the food coma if you've had lunch over in the US. So I can see everybody is already and ready to go. Yes, majority of everyone has said, yeah, user-generated content, which is fantastic, and it's great. Everybody's on the ball. So congratulations. Now, you could actually go over to social media sites such as YouTube or even TikTok, and you will essentially find a lot of different examples of what people are creating when it comes to user-generated content. Now, when it comes to user-generated content, essentially, it's just having the ability, so the purpose of today's session is how can you find products or maybe existing products? And one of the key scopes here is this can be for personal projects or even client-based projects. So we can now create advertisements, right? Enlisting AI, human characters, and then we can actually merge it with a product, whether it's a client product or your own product or a product that you find you can white label. So I'll explain that as well shortly. So you can find products that you can essentially promote, like real physical products using places like Alibaba, Amazon, so on and so forth. And we can then add them to a realistic AI human. And then we can generate a video from that. Including, I mean, there's so many. I can see there's so many comments coming in, even jewelry products. I mean, there's so many different types of products. Now, to make today's session a little bit more easier, and just as a guide, because I'll walk you through today's process, is that there should be, well, no, there is going to be a link. Okay, so hopefully I can get this up on the screen. So this is what will be made available for you. So hopefully this will kind of make things a little bit more easier. So don't stress too much about making the notes. You obviously can make notes, but this will be something that you can use as well. So let's just call it the 4-step AI UGC system. So 4 steps just makes it more easier and makes it a little bit more tidy. So we have the product. First, we figure out what the product is. Then we add the visual element to the product. And then the messaging. Messaging will be the script. And then we produce it into a video. So really simple processes. So we're going to pick the product, create the visual for it, and then we're going to create the message and then turn it into a video. Real simple process. And believe it or not, it is. I've been running through this process myself, and I've got some really great examples that I want to show to you. So what I'm going to do right now, let me show you just some examples. I'm not going to show you all of them because some of them are absolutely amazing. And I want to kind of keep the best till last, but let's just see some of the examples that we have. So here's this is all AI generated content, and I want you to understand that there's so many products out there that you can find right now online, and not only can you find them online, you could promote them yourselves, or you could find clients with stores, shops, etc., where there's clothing, perfumes, healthcare, wellness, sports, clothing, gym-related items, plumbing, dentistry, doctors. I mean, it's huge, such an abundance area. And you can find those products, or you could help clients bring their products to life and create those advertisements where you can even create this UGC content or these ads and place it in their social media, whether it's TikTok, Instagram Reels, and even YouTube Shorts, because those really get a lot of traction and they can go really, really viral. So obviously with a lot of the data and the research is that a lot of these mobile ads are performing hugely. So we've got the flexibility of doing both 16:9 dimensions and 9:16. So we can do both. So anyway, let me just jump straight into this, okay?
Train harder with the right shoes, and you will feel the difference instantly. These give you the support, grip, and comfort you need for every workout. From lifting to cardio, they handle it all. If you are serious about training, start here. The bag that completes any outfit. This is one of those pieces. Elegant, practical, and designed to stand out. Perfect for everyday or special occasions. It is the small detail that changes everything.
Smell expensive without trying. That is exactly what Nuoretch does. One spray and people notice. It is bold, smooth, and leaves a lasting impression wherever you go. This is not just a fragrance. It is presence in a bottle.
So some of the key things, just to remember that these were all created using Talking Photos AI. And some of the key things that you have to remember that, yes, it's human. And even the way the product is getting held. I'm going to show you, I'll walk you through obviously the process. So even with this lady holding the top of the bag, okay, so you can present it, you can hold it at the top. It could be presented based on a platform, or it could be held. It's just about creating the prompt or creating the image on how you want to present it. Okay, once you have the base image, okay, or the visual, then we can bring it to life using talking photos. So let's have a look at the next one.
The lipstick that instantly elevates your look. This is it. Smooth, bold, and made to last all day. Have no fading, no cracking, just confidence every time you wear it. If you want effortless beauty, this is your go-to.
Now, what's interesting enough, I'm going to show you in an advanced way what you can do. When you do find products, okay, so the messaging, okay, so we'll come back to the product, but the messaging, so this is kind of key as well. So anyone thinking, okay, if there is a product, how do I create the script? Is it going to be a long process? The truth is it's not a very long process. So a lot of the products that are online that you could promote, or if a client has a product to promote that you want to help, okay, typically that product will have something called a description. Now, within the description, it will have all of the information pertaining to said product, right? Now, all that information can be taken, and we can go off to ChatGPT and say, I need to create a short script, maybe 30 seconds is optimal, 30 seconds to a minute, go amazing for Reels, right? So I think it's 30, 40 seconds, about 180 words. So if you create 30 seconds to a minute, and use ChatGPT, it will take the description, all the specifications, pricing, everything, and it will create into a compelling sales script for you. And that's it. So you don't have to overwhelm yourself with thinking, okay, how do I create a script? Selling it, we can automate the entire process when it comes to creating that persuasive script, because AI will act as your expert copywriter as well. So we're trying to eliminate any kind of hurdles or barriers or challenges to make the process more complicated, because really it's a very simple process. So we're trying to kind of remove as much human element as possible. Our main job is just to facilitate the workflow. That's it. Okay. And I'm pretty sure many of you will agree. That sounds good.
Look sharp without saying a word. That is what a great watch does. Clean design, premium feel, and perfect for any occasion. It instantly upgrades your entire look. Details like this make all the difference. What I recommend daily for better health is actually simple. These vitamins support your energy, immunity, and focus every day. No unnecessary extras, just what your body needs. Consistency is what makes the difference.
If your boiler's been acting up, this is exactly what you need. I have installed loads of these, and they are reliable, energy efficient, and built to last. You will save on bills.
The only makeup kit you will ever need. Seriously, everything is right here. Your blush, your tones, your essentials. No more digging through bags or carrying a full collection. It is compact, clean, and perfect for everyday use or travel. If you want simple, effortless beauty, this is it.
Okay, so there were some really amazing examples. Okay, so the worksheet, everybody, what I'll do, I'm going to put this in the chat box, and what I'll do, and remember we're playing this through a third party obviously platform. So when this is coming through a live stream, remember there will be a slight delay or distortion with the audio as you're watching this, okay? Because it's obviously coming through third party, we have to play it back. So these are very crisp when it comes to audio, because what we're doing, not only does Talking Photos have its own text-to-speech engine, but these voices also are produced with CloneVoice, which I'll show you. So we can actually create amazing voices, like perfect voices for the particular person in question. So because we're obviously coming through a third-party platform as we're running the live stream, so it might look like a slight delay. Okay. However, I've got one. What I'm going to do, first of all, let me just put this worksheet in the description. But before I do that, I'm just about to do that. So I was experimenting, and I want to take this to another level. Now, is everybody ready for this one? I've got one more. Two more examples, and I can show you how you can actually elevate this beyond what you even thought was capable. And I thought this was actually amazing. Okay, so again, this is all going to be revealed. I've got all the prompts for you, all in this document. I've got the whole breakdown in this document. Okay, so how to pick the product, Step 2, create the visuals, etc., etc. But I'm here, I'm going to walk you through. So let me know, is everybody ready? I'm going to show you a couple of more examples and you'll think, oh, this. From my point of view, I don't want to sound biased, but I thought this was actually amazing. I thought, who does this? I've never seen it before, and I thought this would look fantastic. Okay, so this one is in Hindi, and then I'll show you another version as well. So I want you to imagine now, we've got our general UGC ads, right, that you see somebody holding, that you can have a script, etc., etc. But what if you could do a text overlay? So let me show you what I mean by that.
यह सिर्फ एक हेयर ड्रायर नहीं है। यह है ड्रायर सुपरसोनिक न्यूरल टीएम स्वस्थ बालों और स्वस्थ स्कैल्प के लिए इंजीनियर किया गया। यह आपकी स्कैल्प से दूरी मापने के लिए टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट सेंसर का उपयोग करता है।
Create better content without the guesswork. This all-in-one camera is built for creators who want high-quality results, fast, shoot in stunning, Ultra HD, capture smooth, stabilized footage, and take it anywhere with a lightweight, portable design. No complicated setup, no expensive team. Just pick it up and start creating. Perfect for videos, ads, social media, or everyday content. If you are ready to level up your content and stand out, this is the camera you have been looking for. Start creating today.
Boost your health every single day. This powerful multivitamin is designed to support your body with essential nutrients, helping you stay energized, focused, and ready for anything. From immune support to daily wellness, it is everything your body needs. In one simple step. No complicated routines. No guesswork. Just consistent, daily support that fits into your lifestyle. If you are serious about feeling better, performing better, and taking care of your health, start with this. Shop now.
Right? How amazing was that? You know, the possibilities are endless with this. Okay, so just imagine some good examples. You could do this for book ads. I mean, any product, service, clothing. I mean, just having taking it to one that, you know, you kind of want to level up and take it a bit more advanced when you have these ads. The ads are amazing itself, but if we can do these text overlays and kind of let AI do all of that for us, it's just amazing, the possibility. So, you know, instead of using third-party apps and design tools and that, we could just focus on things like ChatGPT, create these beautiful overlays, and then do the rest of them. And what I've done as well, I'm going to put the document in the chat box right now. So you should see that pop up. Hopefully that's correct there. And as you scroll down, you will see I've got some other examples. So, you know, you can see some of the stuff I was experimenting with. So I'll just put those in there for you as well. So if you want to try, but here, these are the key ones. Okay, so these are the exact prompts that were used using ChatGPT. So you can see the level of overlay. So I'm just going to kind of show you this now, and then we will start building one out as an example. But it's going to be pretty straightforward and simple, and we don't need to go to extreme lengths to make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, I want to keep this as simple as possible, very concise, very short, and then we do Q&As. And here we got this mail here, and then I thought, because what I was able to do is create this one version here, and then we recreate it for something completely different. Okay, for the gentleman with the camera. And then I asked for another version. You saw this version here. And what you'll probably see, one of the common themes is that when it comes to ChatGPT or AI, and you say recreate it, can you see this? The style, all the colors are similar, that gold, brown color. So we need to instruct AI to, hey, can you change the style or the coloring? And then we can actually, you know, we can say, make it neon, any kind of color you decide, and you can basically colorize it depending on the theme or the output that you're looking for. What is the desired outcome that you're looking for? Is it congruent with the industry that the product is promoting or in? Hence why when you go to the document, if we go straight away to here, pick the product. So it'll explain, you know, the foundation of the whole process is that anyone, if you're doing this for the first time, yes, you can quickly jump in straight away and you can just test this in as an example, fine. But if you want to kind of level up, okay, first of all, the key thing is what product is out there that you could essentially promote, whether it's an affiliate product or maybe you go get a third-party product from Alibaba or Amazon affiliates or associates, sorry. We can do that, or even clothing. So some of the examples you can do, if you go to Google, you can type in Amazon affiliates and you'll see Associate Central, and they'll have loads of products, or even Alibaba, okay? So with Alibaba.com, you will see so many different versions of products. And this just makes it more fascinating and interesting that this is how so many people are able to go places like Amazon, Okay, and fine. Let's just say let's say smartwatch, right? Okay. Smartwatch. Okay, see, now we've got smartwatches. So what people are doing is essentially they're buying stock or inventory from places like Alibaba.com for, the prices vary. These are going to be in pound, but quantity, let's just say someone's buying a smartwatch for, let's just go for something that looks like a Apple Watch or something, maybe $10, okay, something like this. Or something like this with a tracker, very popular. Look, this minimum pieces is 10 pieces, and for $1.26, I think that may be about $1.90 or something like that. And what they're able to do is go and 10x it on Amazon. So what I would do, say for example, if I wanted this watch, I would simply come here. Oh, what I need to do. So if I was doing this process, now let's go for this process. So if I want to do smart men watch, if I wanted to do men's watches, but remember it links in with health and fitness. Okay, so we have the ability of hitting two, well, it is kind of one industry, but we could kind of have two industries of people that want to wear watches, smart watches, with a nice caveat of also have it being entering in the health and fitness industry. Now this will apply for male and female because they also have a pink version. And I'll show you why that will be interesting in just a moment. So if I wanted to start this off for the first time and I'm like, okay, this is the watch that I want. Now, I need to first get a sample of this watch, or an image, sorry. So what I'm going to do, let's have a look. I would come and get a photo grabber. If you can't save the image, and let's have a look. Let it load, and there we go. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to take an image of that. So what I'm now going to do, we're going to jump over to, okay, so you can see some of the graphics. I could change them into 16:9 as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's say, hey, we are creating some UGC ads at 9:16 dimensions. The product will be a smart watch. Can you create the perfect environment for this and place this image, place watch on a male subject who is sporty. Okay. Product will be a, okay, so will it be a smart watch which also relates to health and fitness? Can you create the perfect environment for this? The image should be full length and front facing. Okay. Now, some of the key things that AI doesn't always get things perfect, so don't stress about that. I mean, you can do as many renders as you want. Okay. So what you're doing is first you will test. Okay. So we're creating, okay, and I'm just going to go for it, and we'll allow ChatGPT to go and do it. So some of the key things that we wanted to put in there that haven't added the watch, have I? Okay, so it would have created an image with a completely made up watch, but I'm going to re-put that there. And here we go. There we go. Okay, so some of the key things, we can rephrase it, but yeah, we want to add as 9:16 dimension. It'll be a smart watch, will also be related to health and fitness. Can you create the perfect environment for this and place the watch image attached on a male subject who is sporty? The image should be full length and front facing. Now, we've got a couple of variables what we can do. We can actually have him wearing it, or we can have him holding it, or it could be resting on a table. It's completely up to you. So what we can do, we can make a couple of versions, but let's just allow him to be wearing it, right? Or should we? Okay, watch. And place the watch on a more subject. Yeah, let's test this one out first. Should come out on it, obviously, on it, and then you can make another version him holding it. Okay, so I always like to make at least a couple of versions because I can make more than one video. And remember, if you're doing this for your own projects, more than one video is always best, and you can see which ones you can test them out, and especially with clients as well. So you can find any photo grabber on Google. Just type it; it'll be free. Or I'm pretty sure if I go back here, oh, it's gone. It's a smartwatch. Okay, you could just right-click, and let's see if it will work. On some of them, it won't. This might be a video. Oh, shut that down. Yeah, you can. Some of them you can actually save as or save the image as, but a photograph is much easier. It's a very quick process. Ah, there's our watch that we wanted. Ah, so check this out. So let me see if I can open that so we can see. Can't zoom in there, but we can see the smartwatch is there. Okay. Make another version of him in the gym holding the watch up to the camera. Okay. So fine, let's put it in the park, obviously, as a runner. And what we can do, we can recreate this environment being in the gym, okay? And we can have him holding the watch. Now, another couple of key things I want you to remember is that you don't just have to stick with one product, because even it came to my mind is that sometimes if you're, say, for example, if you're promoting a product or you're an affiliate or an associate, or, you know, you have a client that has a works, you know, they have a store or they have products, e-commerce, or whatever it may be, right? And you want to bring those products to life. Now, if they're in the field of health and fitness and they have a watch, it's likely they're going to have different garments, right? Clothing. They're going to have trainers or hats, bottoms, clothing, whatever you want to call it. Now, there's nothing stopping you from even putting a pair of trainers on him that are for sale. So you can basically customize your AI character wearing multiple different products, and they can all be part of the video. Essentially, it's an advertisement, right? So a whole kit, because what I found is fascinating enough. There's sites like this which I'll show you. Say, for example, if you're on a site wearing clothing, okay, so you can take your one character here, and you can recreate your own AI character wearing multiple different outfits. So you don't just have to create content of them holding products. You can dress them, right? But we'll come back to that. I just wanted to tease you there. Okay, here we go. Here he's got the watch on. So yes, you can create these types of images in Artistly, but I would because we're merging products, we want the best placement. So if you put this into Mirror Magic and recreate it, it may be very difficult to get the best output. So it just, for me right now, I wanted to experiment with this, and I think the best output is here. Okay, because you're obviously merging both. Now, what you're going to see with this character, because the watch is close to the camera, it's distorted. Well, depth of field, isn't it? It's blurred his face out because there's more focus. So the focus has changed. So anyway, that's fine. Redo and don't blur the image, and put the watch and make him hold up the watch by the strap as he is presenting it, and make him full body front facing. Okay, and that's another good point. Somebody said the watch is not on correctly. So remember, AI is going to be smart, and it's going to try to put the watch in a position so you can actually see it. So the watch is on, and I would be happy the way it is, because if the watch is on correctly and his arms like that, no one's going to see the screen. So essentially, it's a representation of what it would appear like, right? So it'll be setting the scene, etc., etc. So whilst we're waiting for that, let's just go to our system here. So first of all, remember the key things is that you can actually take this. There's nothing wrong with you actually taking this and putting it into AI and say, look, we'll try. Yeah, you can actually copy all of this and put it into a ChatGPT and say, I want to create, a UGC ad, and here are the steps. Can you help me figure out what I want to do? So if you want to find a niche, category, industry, product, whatever it may be, it'll help you with all that research also. And then you just follow this step. So here's some examples. You've got a smartwatch. Second example is a makeup kit for women. Another example could be detailing spray for a car. There we go. Check this out. Now, come on, you know that looks good, right? So what I do with this now, I can save it. Okay, now it's saved. I can come to my media library. Now, what I would suggest to keep things clean, you can see I've got folders. Create a new folder, just call it UGC content. Okay, or obviously specialize if you're doing a watch, health and fitness. It's just a lot better, more organized, so you know exactly what you're looking for. But it's just a quick process once you come to the media library. Here you can see, look at all these fantastic images that I've got. Okay, that were all built out using Talking Photos. So I come here, upload, and just like this, I don't need to overcomplicate it. I just drag and drop my file. That's it. Now, the brilliant thing with Talking Photos is one of the capabilities. If I go now, so let me walk you through the steps. So now what I want to do, I want to select create video. Create video. Now, when you come to create video, you're going to have a whole number of different functions and functions and functionalities. Features and functionalities, yeah. When it comes to the ability of what you can do. We can do singing, dancing, replicate motion, human video, 2D or 3D cartoon videos, fantasy and animal videos, and singing and dancing videos. Now, if anyone doesn't have Talking Photos AI, I'm pretty sure the team will put a link in so you can go review the page, the sales page for it. That's completely up to you. For anyone watching, thinking what we're doing, what is the app being questioned, okay? Or you'll find it in the description field. Now, once I come to human video, okay, so one of the reasons someone asked ChatGPT, because I'm trying to merge those two images together, okay? If we already have an image, then we could use something called like Mirror Magic. We can blend it together. But right now, this is an even better way of finding any product. Doesn't matter what product is it. We can actually carve each single detail. Okay. So now I go to human video. So let me show you. So you can, if I go to Artistly. Okay. Let's see. Where's our influencer? Aha, okay. So what you can do, if you go to the advanced image designer, I'll just show you very, very quickly. I don't want to go off track. But you will have product influencer, okay? So you can create those objects and place it, whether it's jewelry, photos, etc., etc. So if you have Artistly, great. If you don't, if you want something that's a free resource, then yes, you do have ChatGPT, but this does give you that capability as well, where you can actually use those images. Okay. But for this is, because we're just talking about Talking Photos right now, and you want to create those images as a free resource, you can. Obviously, you can use Artistly, and that's completely up to you. But okay, without going off track, let me come back now. If I go back to Talking Photos, now, let me just show you again what I did. I went to create video. I'm going to select human video. And I'm going to go to, now, once I select human video, you're going to see a couple of choices here. Now, Talking Photos AI was currently updated. It's version 3.5. Okay, and you'll see this designated here, 3.5, 3.5, and version 3. Now, one of them will give you a very high quality, but this is more close up. And the second one is also high quality, and they'll give you about 1 minute worth of length. However, even if you've done high quality at 1 minute, you can create multiple 1 minute videos, and we do have a merge video tool. The reason being because it's such a high quality, and you know, the engine behind it with the AI, etc., in order to get the best output and all the servers and all of that stuff, that, you know, all of the secrets that are going behind the scenes to get that, you know, that amazing quality, it will be about a minute, but you can merge it. Now, if you want a normal level, then obviously you can have it up to 5 minutes, and you can make, you know, as many as those and then merge them together. But for this one, I'm going to go select high quality, select next. Now, with the aspect ratio, you can actually make this for mobile responsive, that's 9:16, or you can make this for 16:9, so desktop related, YouTube, etc., or the TV. Now, for this example, remember, because we've created this image here by 9:16, okay, that's the one I'm going to select. If I go for 16:9, then obviously it's not the right dimension. So whatever image you're creating should be in the dimension that you're going to use in Talking Photos AI. It's a key thing. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select new character. So if I'm doing this from scratch, now, if I'm doing this from scratch, do I need to enter any of these prompts? I do not. I don't need to enter anything. Why? Because I've already uploaded to my media library. What I'm going to now select is use directly from the library. That way, it's just a very simple process. So wherever you've created your images and you've uploaded them, when I go to my folder, I go to that particular image here, and I select next, and you'll see it's analyzing that image right now. Oh, why is it not in the frame? Okay, we'll have to redo that one. Okay. Okay, let's okay. So what we do, okay, say, can you redo him? So I'll show you how quickly should be doing this. Sod's law, isn't it? As we're doing it, there's always something that has to pop up. Very odd. Should fill the frame. Okay, we're going to try it one last time, then I'll use my other examples. Ah, okay. I think I know what's happened. Put his hand away from the screen and okay. Front facing. So with this element, the main key is that ideally it should be much closer to the screen, because if it's far, the AI won't detect it when it comes to the lip sync, right? Because, let me show you why. We see these comparisons here. Okay, these will be much closer, and I'll show you these examples as well. See? And see this one here, this image where it says your artwork. This is interesting because I'm going to show you. We won't go through it now, but there was a white label product where you can actually find these products and you can actually sell as your own. So you can actually use other people's products as your own. So what I'll do this. Yeah, I think it's too close, isn't it? Which is odd. I think the AI is not detecting the watch because it's just too much in its face, but this one, okay, that's fine. Sometimes if it's too much in your face, it might not. But anyway, okay, moving on swiftly. Now we have our character here holding the watch. We're going to select next. We don't need to, this is the key thing. You don't need to select regenerate. Now, another key thing, if your image is not the correct dimension in terms of being maybe larger, there is Talking Photos AI will have the capabilities of cropping it. It'll ask you, would you like to crop it? And it'll automatically adjust the image to make sure it fits. Okay, so this is a good example. Sometimes when you're creating these images, depending on the placement, it might be the character's not straight head on, and they have to be front facing, because sometimes people have generated examples where the subject is at an angle. So if I'm like this, it's not really going to detect the lip sync. It's not gonna be right. So one of the key things is that when you're creating images, try to make them, front facing, so the AI can detect the mouth movement properly and then assign the speech. Okay. And yes, if you need to resize, you can always use Artistly as well if you have it. So now, once I've done this, I'm going to select next. Now, remember, we've done a style, high quality. We've done our aspect ratio, generate character, and we select next. Now, when you select next, it's going to ask you text to speech, clone voice AI, voice recording, or import audio. So you can actually use clone voice if you have it integrated, etc., etc. You can actually use text to speech; it'll generate the text for you. But the challenge here now is we don't have a script. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go back to our section here, and we're going to go and check out some information. So what we can do, we can copy some of this. Oh, what I'll do, okay, so let's look for the description. Okay, so what we can have a look. Okay, we've got some information here. So I'm going to make a note of this. And then we've got key attributes. Okay, yeah, that should be enough, I think. Enough information. And then what we do, and we come back here now. This is our watch, isn't it? Okay. For this, can you make a short script based off this information? Aim for, I don't know, 20 to 30 seconds. Okay. Obviously longer, but it's for demonstration purposes. So remember, what I've done now, I first found the product that I was going to sell. Then I've gone over to AI. I've created the image, okay, of the model holding the watch. Next, I've then gone over to Talking Photos. I've obviously uploaded it all. Next, I've gone back to ChatGPT and I said, can you make me a short script? Taking the information obtained from the page itself or where the watch is from. Okay, so all of this stuff. Once we've taken that, we've simply go back to ChatGPT and we've asked it, can you make a short script? Now, remember this is one of the key things. It's completely up to you. Now, this is straightforward script. You could use it as is. I could say, act like an expert, direct copy writer. Can't spell there for a minute. And make this impactful, persuasive script. Okay. And add a call to action. Retails at, I don't know, let's just say $99, but today only 50% off. Okay. That's it. Remember, this is a short script because I've been specific, say 20-30 seconds, but we can obviously do up to a minute. But if you use the normal capability, then obviously you can go longer. Now, what you can do, you can go back here and you can paste, okay, your script. You can check, there's so many different languages to choose from. Now, your list is huge, okay? And here we've got female voices. So if you wanted to use this capability of text-to-speech, what I would want to do, I would come back to generate character and I would select a male, okay? This won't change anything, and this will change the audio output because now it is understood that it's a male being selected. See that? And you'll see these ones actually have emotions assigned to them. And then those emotions, you can have a different emotion, okay, attributed to that character or voice using. You would import the speech and then you could play it back and then you can use that. But for this, because I want to go all out today, I want to make this as fun as exciting because many of you already have CloneVoice.ai. I'm going to go to CloneVoice.ai. Okay, so this is another app. So all of the UGC content that you've seen was using voices using CloneVoice.ai. Okay, so this will clone your voice. It will create audio for you. You can even create music. In previous videos you can watch on YouTube. But for today, let's just focus on creating the script into an audio voice. Now, one of the key things is here, when you start, you want to select create audio. Now, you would assign a name, you would select a voice, you can even select a language. Okay, so original language, English, and you can actually translate into any of these other languages. One of the videos that you saw today was in Hindi. There you go, that was it. Okay. Now, what you can do is when you select a voice, you'll see we have system voices. Okay, presets there, male and female. You can select male, female, or all genders. You have clone voices. So if you have your own clone voice, you can use a clone voice. If you have design voices, you can actually design voices. And what that basically means, if you go to the voice maker, you can have professional voice maker, or you can create, creative voice makers like, and they'll have different attributes essentially. Okay, so just imagine fantasy, different tones, excitement, wizards, pirates, that kind of thing. But for this, what I'm going to do, because I thought, when you're creating a character, okay, we have our character here. We want to assign him a voice that would suit his face. As crazy as that sounds, right? I don't think it does. But if you go to the public library, it makes life so much more easier. Now, we know that guys in health and fitness, he goes to the gym, and you see, look at this public library. It is full. So what I would do, when I was creating this UGC content, I would go and find the appropriate style voice for that particular subject I was using, because you don't want this guy sounding like he's got an elderly man's husky voice. There would be a disconnect. So what I would do, I would go around here and I can just see, I can type in gym. Let's have a look what pops up. We've got a couple of gym people here. So intensive trainer gym, macho, etc., etc. Let's just do health and see what comes up. So we've got a different number of health explainers, healthcare. Okay. And running. Let's see if anything comes up. And we've got some runners, teenager, exhausted, etc., etc. So, actually, you can go sales as well. So sales is also there. There's some really good sales ones here as well. Okay. So boasting, real estate mogul, and you can play them. That's quite good. Okay. Or slick salesman, and I've already got this. This one's really good as well. I like this one. Okay, so what I can do, once I'm happy with one, let's just say I'm happy with one, this is all you have to do. I just press the plus button. I'm not going to select this, but I just want to show you an example. When I come to create audio now, let's just say it was, what is the name of the watch? Let's just say this was my example. Okay, this was the project, smartwatch. So we're organized. That's it. You just want to be organized with this stuff. Smartwatch. Select voice now. When I go to public library, these are all the voices I've selected from the public library. So I can sift through and see which one looks best for the material that I'm creating or the content for the audience. So say, for example, if I'm doing a kid's storybook, if I'm doing a lecture, some educational material, maybe a training video, maybe some kind of fantasy, maybe a novel, maybe a detective, maybe podcasting, news, I can assign that particular voice for that. Even if I'm doing animal related content, I can actually do, you know, there's actually animals you can choose from as well. For this one, let's have a look. Scroll down. We have our slick car salesman. Okay, so now that's been populated. Now what I do, I come back. Let's take my script and I paste my script. I select I have read. Okay, that's fine. And you can see how quick that was. It's broken the script down into different sections. And within those sections, if I want, I can actually invoke a different an emotional style. Okay, whether it's happy, sad, angry. So you can imagine you can actually emotionally charge your script. So if you want to bring the audience, you know, if you want them to be sad, happy, excited, maybe angry, serious, calm, you can do all of that. Okay, now I'm going to select generate audio, and that's it. Simple process. And believe it or not, as you're watching this, it will take probably less than 5-10 seconds to do as it's processing. Now I've said that obviously it's going to take longer, but typically it's very, very quick, as you've just seen there. And what I do next, I can play it back. And you can see it's about 1 minute and 11 seconds. I select download. It'll be longer than our video, but we can crop it. That's not a problem. I come back now. Check this out. I come back here, choose audio. I select import audio. This is how quick it is. I come here. These are all my audios that have been created. So you can see, look, I've been thoroughly testing this. So I've got loads of audios, different audios, where it's animal, podcasting, UGC tile. I select upload file. I find my file that I've just literally downloaded, drag and drop within a couple of moments, couple of seconds. There we have our smartwatch is done. And I select. Now you can see, because we've gone over 60 seconds, guess what? Hey, we can edit it. It's not a problem. Okay. So I'm just leave it as that. Let's just leave it under 1 minute. So we're happy. Okay. Actually, I'll do it much less, because if we can, obviously the longer audio will take slightly longer than to generate. So I just want to show you this. Okay. So apply it. That's fine. I'll just keep a note of the name. Next. And voila. To go to my audios now. So that's it. Very simple process. I know for many of you appreciate it with your patience, but the reason it may have taken a bit long explaining it is because so you fully understand, especially the thoughts, the process behind why we're doing what we're doing. So remember, we just don't need to do watches. We can do all kinds of different products. Now this one, you can see this was a male selling protein powder. You might see this on Amazon as well. Now, interestingly enough, let me find these other examples that I have for you. Let's have a look. So you can see these were all created as well in Talking Photos. So we have a blacksmith, okay? We've got a construction worker selling a hard hat. Okay, we've got a plumber selling a radiator. So we're trying to think outside the box. So you're not just stuck in one environment or one niche. So you can do quite a lot. And here we have, look at this, check this guy out. Okay, a barber. And then we have, let's say, detailing. Okay. And then I think you've seen this one already, whey protein. So some really good examples. Now, what I want to show you as well, while we're waiting for that one to render. So if we remember this female here, okay. Okay, what we can do. Also, I just want to let you know what I did do, which I'll have to find for you, believe it or not. I've done something very nice for everybody. And let me just, I'm going to pull that up for you right now, okay? So what I've done, because obviously we're so amazing over here, the team and I'm just going to open this up for everybody right now. Right, okay, so this is actually included. So what I'm going to do, this resources, let me share, because I obviously I've got to think outside the box. I've got to think outside the box here, right? So let me share, copy the link. Let's just make sure that it's working for everybody properly, because I have checked, but you always got to double check. Okay, perfect. All right. So check this out, everybody. So I'll put this in the document now. I'll put this right at the top for everybody. So you actually, well, yeah, I'll put this right at the top here. Okay. You're probably thinking, what is he giving now? He's giving us more presents. I am. Christmas has come early, so I'm going to put this, and let's put this in yellow for everybody. Okay. I'll highlight that. Now, what's in this right now? You're going to think, what is inside? Now, what I've done, I've put media in there for you. So see all of the images that we've used. So I want you also to have that ability of testing them out yourselves. Okay. So you can also model these. You can actually put them in AI. It will help you bring your ideas to life. You can test this yourself and let us know how you get on. Furthermore, if I go back, I've given you some extra media. Now, what extra media is there? Now, say, for example, if we had the male now using the protein powder as an example, why can't we then be smart and put a bottle in his hand? So what you can do, you can create one clip of him holding the whey tub as you have here, okay? And then naturally in the next one, it can be the next thing he's drinking from it. And then it can be the next clip, right? Now, here you have the female, okay? And remember this, see those trainers? We can use AI as well, the same process of making her wear those trainers. Is everybody with me? So I wanted to give you these so you can actually understand some of the capabilities. Next, we can have the lady with the foam roller. And then we can actually have her lying in the back, right? If you want to bring this to life or animate it, okay? So there's some examples. And also you will have these as well, some overlay examples that you can actually model and use yourself. So I just wanted to make sure that's there. The link will be in there so you can actually do, you can actually see it yourself and you can model this stuff. You can put it directly in ChatGPT if you want and say, look, I want to recreate this, but I want to put this product and this is the theme or this color scheme, etc., etc. Now, the reason I brought these ones up, or this lady here in question in extra media, okay, here. So what we can do with her is we had her first here, isn't it, this clip, okay? So all you would have to do is find that image of her, which let me find, okay? So we can take this image here, okay? Oh, no, I don't want to. Because she's already got the trainers on now, isn't it? So now what's fascinating about this is, so I'm going to show you right now. So I could have, I've made these images already, but I thought, you know what? So you can actually see the real steps. Isn't it better? Because I always see this sometimes. I know it gets frustrating sometimes. I've seen this question pop up sometimes. Hey, we would like to see you actually doing the process sometimes. Even though we show you the process, sometimes for time's sakes, instead of things sometimes can go for so long, is that we create some examples beforehand to show you. But obviously, it's just nice to actually see it. So sometimes AI doesn't always get it right, but I just wanted to kind of show you as we're doing it live so you can kind of understand the process. Sometimes, yes, AI makes mistakes. You can keep hitting it until it gets it right. So what I'm going to do while this is loading, okay, let's give that a few moments. Okay, so now we've got this lady here. Let me I'll just show you how simple this process is, right? Okay. Can you, don't want to shout it, can you recreate this exact image in 9:16 and put the trainers on her feet and make her full length front facing? Okay. And that's it. Once we've done that, then it will be the same process that we've done before. It's going back to talking photos AI 3.5. We upload or use that image directly. Then we can create the short script associated with these particular trainings. We get the description, the sales description, etc. And then once we have that script, we generate it in CloneVoice.ai. We take the audio file and then we link it and we upload it to Talking Photos AI. That's it. Just a couple of steps, 3 to 4 simple steps, and we're done. That's it. By doing that, you can see how many I was able to create just literally in no time at all. Okay, so just remember, if you're in health, beauty, wellness, all these different industries, it's very easy to actually build these out. As we're waiting that to build, one thing I do want to show you is that if I go to VideoExpress, so if I go here now, let's just say I'm happy with this video. Okay, so what I can do is download. I go to my UGC media. Aha. Let's have a look. This is one I made earlier. Okay. This is the image now. You might be thinking, why have I got the image? I'll show you in just a moment. Again, here you can see that's the image. We can see how high, how high quality this actually looks human, right? It does. And even the way she's pinching the trainers and holding them, and even look at the bottle. Okay. And one key thing, where AI has really vastly improved it all, even with the lettering, okay, text. So you can see run, train, repeat. Okay. So obviously the back is the depth of field is blurred out, but you get the gist of it. So let me close this. Okay. Now what I want to do is if I come here now, look, our image is done and she's got the trainers on. Fantastic. Okay. These lovely. So what I do, I come here, I'm going to download the image. See how quick it is. Remember, if I'm doing this really quick, I'll do it really quick in front of you. Okay, go to UGC content. So this is how I would do it if I was doing, all right? Upload. Okay, great video, human video, high quality, new character, direct from library. Scroll down, UGC content, select. Has to be closer. Okay. Okay. Bring her closer to the camera. Okay. Whilst we're waiting for that, so what you can do, let's type in this, okay, white label fitness products, okay. I'll show you this very quickly, okay. So you can actually go to places like Google, believe it or not. You can type in, this just is an example, white label protein powder. Now they have got, well, so white label essentially is, it will give you, you can actually purchase the rights, like licensing rights, to take somebody else's produced products and sell them as your own. So you can put your own brand in, your own pricing, etc. So say for example, if one of our apps, ClickSites, has white label users, so you can actually have the app as your own, but then you can resell it with your own branding. Okay, so what that allows you to do is take something that's already engineered and created and tested, etc., and then you buy it for, let's just say, an amount of money, and then you can actually then dictate how much you want to sell it for, and you can probably make a lot more money through the margins. So that can make you into a product owner overnight, just like that. So imagine if you're in the field of I don't know, health and fitness, or you want to get into the world of health and fitness, you can easily go get anybody else's product and label it yourself. So having said that, I found one of these sites. This is a gym supplement factory, and I was just looking. So you can see white label here. So you can see all of these different products. So you've got, creatine, creatine stuff, fat burners, concentrate, there we go, powder, etc., etc. So some of this stuff, even top sellers. Let's have a top seller. So this is the example I use. So what it shows you, this is just a representation of that. You can find, you know, a packet that's already created. It says whey protein concentrate and your artwork here. Now, what you can do, you can go and take this image, put it into your designer, ChatGPT, for example, and you can have your subject holding that product. Now, you could recreate this artwork, obviously, as your own, and then you can actually start your own business by using white label products. And now the ability of creating AI UGC ads makes it so much more easier, right? So here we have, okay, this woman. Oh, don't know if this will picture up. She looks kind of sliced, her legs out the way, but we'll give this a shot. Yeah, I think it's too far, isn't it? Has to be much closer. It's okay. If it's not, then obviously you'll have those challenges. Yes. So somebody said sometimes with those products. So this is an example. Please look. Don't get too focused on the example I'm showing you. There's so many products, but I'm just giving you an example how you can find white label products in any different industry, any different category, etc., etc. It doesn't matter. I'm just giving you an example, and then how you can bring that example to life. So here we have this woman now. She's wearing the trainers. If we wanted to correct it, we could say standing straight with the trainers in shot. Okay, but we can still bring this to life, etc., etc. But I just want to give you an example, right? Now, what we can do, let's just say, let me find this example of what we already had. Okay. So if we go here, it's already done for you. If I download that, there we go. Okay. Oh, so many different windows opened. Slow down. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Now, what we can do is we take this lady now, okay? Okay. So we take this lady, and let's just say, as an example, let's just go back here. You know, we have all these protein powders, but let's make this a little bit more exciting. So this is another one. So for this, what did I type? Let me just double check. So I think this was just associates, all right? So you can see this is Gym King. Aha. Okay, so what it will be, you could just simply type in, you know, female Gym Tops affiliate or male Gym Tops affiliates, etc., and you get different apparel companies and things like that, you know, Gymshark and all these other different platforms that you can actually go and you can promote, just like you can be an affiliate for Talking Photos and all the other apps that are in the description field, right? So if you do want to be an affiliate for any of the apps, even the one you're right now, you can head over to Ponna.com. Okay, if you go over there, you'll see all the links on there as well. So that's Ponna.com. So I'll just plug that in as we're on that. Okay, so Ponna.com. Any questions? Let us know. Now coming back to comments, if I go to the affiliate section here, I just want to show you an example. So you'd sign up, and then you know you could get up to 4% commissions on products that sell, which sounds great. So what I want to do, let's go for gym. Okay, I want to do gym related products. So I could check featured or best selling, right? And we can see, let's have a look. So that was one of the outfits, and we can see maybe which one's going to give me the best return financially. Let's have a look at this one. And remember, we've got so many different colors you can choose from. So I want you to understand we can create all different versions using that color. So don't think you're just fixated on one subject. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to find one with a full length. And let's just try to scroll up. The reason why I want to take a picture. So I'm just going to take a screen grab. Let's have a look. Are you going to load? There we go. Okay. remember, we're bringing we're using talking photos, we're bringing this stuff to life, okay? And I'm just trying to show you how you can actually change items around to make it easier, because not everybody here will have all the different apps. Okay, so what we're going to do, see the first image, the female in the gym with trainers. Can you keep her as is with the trainers on, but change her outfit and swap with the second image attached? Now, sometimes AI can get confused with this, but let's just pray. Let's have a moment and hope it doesn't, but it does. So you'll see this as I scroll up. I'll show you some of this stuff that I was working on. There's some really good stuff. I don't think it'll be here, but anyway. We're going to allow that to go render. So remember, to create UGC ads, you're going to want Talking Photos AI, okay? So Talking Photos AI, let me just bring this up. Somebody's asked, and just to avoid any confusion, okay? So Talking Photos AI, it's just been updated as well. There are elements, obviously, majority is 3.5, so that's been updated. And when you come to this, the team will put the link in there, you can go check it out. So you can see some of the capabilities that it's doing, okay, with this human, object, animal, dancing, singing. It just doesn't do what we're doing. Today is a specific topic where we're going to cover, or we're covering UGC ads, user-generated content, where you can promote products, etc., etc. Okay, so you see all of this stuff, and I'm pretty sure there might even be a discount right now. I believe you might have find a coupon. Yes, there will be a coupon there for probably 10%, and that should be in the description field. I think it might be secret 10. But okay, that's that one. So yeah, this is Talking Photos. This will actually do the trick. The reason I'm talking about ChatGPT, because you can actually merge those images, and it's a free resource. So you know, you don't have to get loads of additional things. Okay, things like a clone voice, yeah, it would be perfect if you want to create, you know, more sculpted audios, or create your own audios or your own scripts and voices. You can, obviously, you've got a whole library to choose from, or you could just use the built-in audio generator. That's not a problem. Okay, so here we have. Check this out. Now, how awesome is this? Now, just think about it. Right, the same subject has been created, same trainers. What we've been able to accomplish, right, is amazing. We've just taken this outfit, okay, and we've done a swap. Now just think about it, the capabilities. Now what we do, let's have a look. We can have a look at the next outfit. So if we were doing the next outfit, we're trying to get a long shot, okay, trying to get it properly. Now, why would we do this? Like, if you're promoting a product, whether it's garments, any kind of product, doesn't matter, right? We can make multiple videos, and we can actually merge those videos and show different components of those products in question, okay, different versions. That's how easy it is. I'm just showing you how you, this is one of the other key things, is that you can create that one model, right? Let's say this is the model subject we're using, and we can keep it consistent. So it actually looks like a real person that's actually modeling different attire, right? Okay, now update the image above with this outfit now. Keep the trainers. We don't have to keep the trainers, but just makes it more interesting. And yeah, somebody's asking, what product would you use to make a clone of yourself? Now, this will make a clone of you as well. Okay, so if I go to my videos, let me see if I can find it. It won't be me. I'm pretty sure if we go down, yeah, you can see you can actually make some animal versions as well. So if I come here, let's have a look. Oh, I think I've gone too far back. Just want to show you this very quickly, because that's a really good question. So this, you can clone yourself using Talking Photos AI, if anybody wants to know. I'm pretty sure Sid was in here as well. So Sid does have a version of him talking in podcasts. You can There you go. That's it there, right? So he can clone himself, and you can create yourself. You can very good point. Now I get it. Okay, so if you want to be the model of your own attire or product, your own UGC ad, or your client wants to be the face of it, then they can be. Okay, all you need is a face or their picture, and AI can build it out. That's not a problem. And then you can be the consistent subject that is promoting and showcasing the items in question. Okay, so even if you want to create a mask or anything like this, or even maybe friends, family, or even your kids, you're doing kids clothes or kids books and things like that, then yes, you can. Okay, can you look how consistent this is? Okay, so there we go. We've got another update. We can just download that, and then we are good to go. So you can just imagine we can create different versions of that, and we can then create different samples. So what I would do now, let me just check. I've got that one and this one. Okay. Another thing is, you don't have to do this, but if you want to take this a little bit extra, okay, I come here now. You don't need this. This is just a little bit more advanced for anyone thinking, what if I want to create a little bit of B-roll or something like that, or maybe some other animated clips. Okay, this is called VideoExpress. So here we have some elements. This is the picture, obviously, we created before. So if I go to Media Library, I've done some a bit earlier on before, just to show you some examples. These are some different versions that I was testing. And see, look, this is her now, that same woman in a different outfit. And we can use these clips. So we can go over, say, for example, let me find her original one. Let's have a look. There we go. So I take this video. You don't have to. Talking photos is more than capable. And obviously, you've got Clone Voice if you want the audio aspect of it. But if you want to kind of go to Steven Spielberg level, it's completely up to you. You can do this. So I've got that now done. If I go to upload, let's go to my media library. Okay, I want to just make sure this is organized. Let's just go to videos, upload a file. I know this is downloaded. And upload, to show you how quick this is. Okay, so that's done now. Check this out. So I just bring it to the timeline. Let me show you how quick it is. And check this out. Okay. Now, if we want to take a picture and bring it to life, I mean, you could just do this as some kind of level of animation to add into your content. You can actually simply go to create with AI, image to video. I mean, it's a really simple process. Let's just see if I go to UGC Media. Let me see if I can find her here. This is her. This should be just a static image, right? And it's just asking, what do you want the video action prompt to be? Let's just say she walks close to the camera or something and smiles. All right, just it can be anything. I mean, the better prompt, obviously, the better, right? So I'm just going to go to create video. It already knows it's 9:16, and that's it. That's all you have to do. And what you're going to have to do then, just wait until that renders, right? That's it. Now, once that's done, we can then add the next scene of her then wearing the shoes. Does that make sense? Okay. And then we can add other clips then of just like this. Look, we can just add other clips of her like this and this. So let's just see what that looks like. Okay. I mean, you can have these talking, but it just gives that flexibility. The reason I wanted to bring in VideoExpress is because this will also allow you to customize your video. You're probably thinking, what do I mean by that? We have there's a number of features that you can actually use, meaning text animations. We can use lower thirds if we want. If we want to make them more professional, maybe you want to put some text in there to have or highlight the product name, the pricing, maybe any information pertaining to the product itself, description of it, etc., etc. There's also filters you can add if you want to do a camera pan, you want to add tiles, maybe you want to add watermarks. There's transition effects you can add, or even captions, etc., etc. So there's a whole host of stuff. And even with AI here, you'll see create with AI. You can actually stylize the character. You can do AI sound, so you can actually create sound effects. So do you know that we had a clip of the barber? I go back here. Yeah. So here, if we have the barber, we could go and use VideoExpress and add, you know, the machine noise, zzz, you know, all that sound, right? Obviously, I'm not a machine, but you get the gist of it. So what we'll do whilst that's in motion, I want to show you. I'm showing you another process. I'll show you another clip. We can just find her. She should be here somewhere, hiding from me. Aha, here we go. So I'm going to download this. So just imagine the beauty industry is huge. You can find, I mean, there's TikTok shops that are just selling countless lipsticks, and, you know, they're just white label stuff that you can find. So I find this lipstick, right? And I come back to the media library and I go to my videos. Remember, you can upload your files here. Simple system, look, drag and drop and upload. So right now, I'm doing it quickly because I understand the steps. I don't need to be an expert, but because I've done it a few times, obviously I get it. So don't be daunted when you've done a few of them. That's why I always say, just have fun with it, and, you know, let it get messy and just learn. So now I've got the, let's just delete all of these. We'll come back to these later. Now I want to show you something. So say, for example, I have her now. Here, look. She's talking about the lipstick, isn't it? Okay, now I go to my media library. Now, our other video is done, but we'll come back to that. Now, what I do, and let me drag this one. So this is one that I've made. I simply went to create with AI, image to video. Okay, I put that image in there, and I just say, hey, can you put the lipstick? Can you make it out like she's putting lipstick on? Okay, and let's have a test, because I haven't really checked these, but and I know I've got two versions. I always like to test with two versions. One's going to be photorealistic and one's going to be human. So we can just test, okay? Let's have a look. Right, okay? And we can extend that. We can make it a bit longer, but you get the gist of it. So VideoExpress can take that static image, because talking photos, it'll animate it, but it's a talking photo, but we can add motion. Right, we can make it more, we can add movements, transitions into the scene. Let's have a look at this one. And here we've got those on, that's fine. So can you see that, how we can take that image and we can just apply the lipstick? Okay, so you can have the talking photos. You don't need VideoExpress, but I'm just showing you that if you want to take it up a notch, many of you, the reason I mentioned as well, many of you already have VideoExpress or CloneVoice. We can bring them all together. And even if you have Artistly, you can actually, why didn't I do this in the first place? See here, you can actually import media if you want to do it directly from Artistly or even CloneVoice. If you have those audio files, etc., etc., we can do all of that using that. And then you can spice it up. So if I go back now to my AI videos, let's have a look. This was the woman here. Check this out. That's good, right? The one with the trainers. So I'm just going to remove that, remove this. And let's put her on the timeline. And where was her original? Ah, yes, we brought that to life, didn't we? Yes, okay, that's fine. Ah, right, yes. We need to go to my UGC content. Photo, okay. Oh, I don't know. Ah, there she is. It's fine. Okay, so let's just say she's talking about her shoes. Okay. And what you would do, obviously, save it, export video, and then you can put it as HD, and that's it, done. Okay. So let's just say UGC ad trainers. Now, this is just a short version as a demonstration, but I just want to show you how quick this is. And that's it. Okay. And you see different versions. We've got the doctor doing vitamins. They're huge, aren't they? More vitamin tablets or anything health related. So let me just show you these again. Let's have a look. Okay. So remember this one.
If you are serious about your training, your recovery needs to match your effort. That is where this way.
If you remember, we went here, right? Okay. So we took that product and we can recreate it as an image, and we can put it as a scene, depending on what you want to do. So remember, it doesn't matter if it's just holding a product. I mean, I even thought about, if you think outside the box, a plumber selling a boiler.
If your boiler's been acting up, this is exactly what you need. I have installed loads.
And just think about this, a boiler. I mean, every house, well, boiler, septic tank, whatever, some of these major items that are trying to be sold when it comes to heating, maybe for gardening, swimming pool maintenance, where there's electrician, you have all of these major things, right? Even roofing, all of that stuff. So there's so many things that you can create, but that's why when you come back to the document and look at the 4-step system, what is first the product? What is the outcome that you're looking for? Okay, before you start going, obviously, it's going to be the foundation. But the product will come from either you're trying to do this for yourself, you can find an affiliate product. Hey, look, even with Talking Photos AI, I'm pretty sure maybe I'll ask Paul and Sid if maybe we could create like a little box for Talking Photos AI, like a cover, and you could hold that, sell it as an affiliate, as an example, right? But if you're creating any UGC ad for personal products, personal projects, or even client products, you could even go to third-party platforms like there's third-party platforms where there's Upwork, Freelancer, Fiverr, and provide service as someone that creates UGC type ads. Wouldn't you agree? So you want to create your product, and once you kind of hone that in, then you create the visuals. So what we looked at, remember the steps. First, we understood, okay, let's go find some products that we're going to look at, whether it's Alibaba, there's so many different sites. It's completely up to you. You know what? Many of you, not many of you, but some of you may know someone, or even yourselves, that you go put products on Facebook Marketplace. How many of you have some products at home that you want to sell and they're just sitting around? Create UGC content for Facebook Marketplace or Amazon or Craigslist or eBay. Just imagine you're elevating the production value of your product. It's going to sell quicker, isn't it? There's some people make a business about going to find products off Facebook and reselling them. So you're improving or enhancing the overall selling experience of the product. And that's why your ads and the way you present your product, even though it might be the same, will differentiate and get more attention than the boring ads for that same product. I mean, even these, people buy them in bulk. They can get them relatively inexpensive. Look, less than 30 pence. That's 30p, maybe about 60 cents in the US. Look at this, right? Minimum order 2 pieces for this smartwatch. Just imagine. People are then going and selling them for like 10, 20 pounds, about 30 bucks or something like that. The margins are huge, but we can take, actually, instead of me just showing you watches, let's just look at what there is. There's so many. I don't want you just to think there's smartwatches, but we've got things like cameras, watches, electronics. Let's look at the drones. I'll tell you another huge one right now is dash cams, right? I don't know if you know dash cams. Then you got perfumes, you got beauty, you got wellness, as you see in health and fitness, things like this. Just let me know in the chat box. If you are going to use this, what's one idea? What is something, even if it's for an example, do you have a product in mind that you could see yourself creating using Talking Photos AI? Because you see in the quality, this is high level stuff when it comes to AI. Because remember, it's been updated to 3.5, and the clarity and the crispness is huge when it comes to this, especially, you know, we had these other versions as well. To take it one step further, if you remember, we've even got those levels of overlay. So let me know. First of all, I want to know if you're awake, but what could you see yourself creating? And remember, look at the quality of this
Create
as well,
better
even with
content without the guesswork. This all-in-one camera is built for creators who want high-quality results, fast, shoot in style, Ultra HD, capture smooth, stabilized footage, and take it anywhere with a lightweight, portable design. No complicated setup, no expensive team. Just pick it up and start creating. Perfect for videos, ads, social media, or everyday content. If you are ready to level up your content and stand out, this is the camera you have been looking for. Start creating today.
And I want you to understand as well, another key thing is that you're not restricted just to English. There is the capability of speaking in a multiple different languages. And even if you clone your own voice, even with Clone Voice, you've got a huge range of different voices you can choose from, as you saw this example. So don't think of doing ads don't need to be for native English-speaking countries. You can actually target clients or create products and promote products into countries that you don't even speak their language, because you have AI at your disposal, i.e. this example in
यह
Hindi.
सिर्फ एक हेयर ड्रायर नहीं है, यह है ड्रायर सुपरसोनिक न्यूरल टीएम स्वस्थ बालों और स्वस्थ स्कैल्प के लिए इंजीनियर किया गया। यह आपकी स्कैल्प से दूरी मापने के लिए टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट सेंसर का उपयोग करता है और स्वचालित रूप से गर्मी को समायोजित करता है, जिससे आपकी स्कैल्प बैरियर को मजबूत करने।
Another key thing is that she's holding the hairdryer. You don't have to have a hold in the hairdryer. That placement could be on the table, it could be on the box, it could be any environment that you designate just via the prompt. Okay, so you can always think out of the box. I know these are 9x16, but obviously you can make 16x9. And let's have a look at what is done. All right. So short and simple, and takes no effort at all. Okay. Okay. So let me just show you this quickly as well. So I saw some questions about, you know, making the videos longer if they're a minute. So if you go to the merge tool, right? So if I made more than one clip, of course you can make more than one clip. If I wanted to, let's just say, let's find it. What I would do, let's go here. She's selling the handbag, and then she transitions into selling the makeup kit. There we go. And then let's just say she transitions into something else, or we have a new character. No, two's enough, but let me just show you one more just so you get it. So just imagine that's a new clip, but you got 3 clips there. Next, and let's just say my beauty collection. Promotion. Just imagine it's a promotional offer, right? You get a full beauty kit, you get the makeup set, you get the perfume, you get the hair dryer, I don't know. And even for men, you get the aftershave and all of that stuff, right? So it can be seasonal. It doesn't have to be seasonal. It can be all year round. And you could craft it, even if you're working with local businesses and companies, you could craft a promotion with them and say, I'll create you a set of 5 or 10 ads around the product that you have. Okay, it can be one product, but you create multiple ads around that same product using different characters, different subjects, different angles, different selling. Remember, you've got this. You can create the scripts very easily using ChatGPT. You can create the voices, multiple different number of voices. You can clone voice if you want, or within even within obviously Talking Photos AI, it's got the ability of creating different voices, different languages, etc., etc. Some businesses might be multinational. They have a company in more than one country, so you can actually then, you know, stretch your legs a bit and help them in neighboring countries. So those ads, whether those reels, those content that you create, can be on Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and you can syndicate and you can push them out, and then you can check the data. And remember, when you're if you're creating scripts, like say for example, okay, you don't have to do this, but let me just show you this. So remember this, somebody actually asked a good question about scripts and things like this. Now remember, even with Clone Voice AI, if I go to create audio, Original language is English. Okay, original language is English, but translate to. Check this out. It'll translate. Okay, let's just do Spanish. I put the script there. I select translate. And there we go. Check this out. The whole script's been changed into Spanish. If you don't have CloneVoice.ai and you want to do your use talking photos, let's just go here. Let's just reuse this. If I go to text to speech, I paste the script here. Let's have a look. And I wanted Spanish. There we go. Spanish. There's different versions of Spanish as well. Let's do Ecuador. And there we go. Rodrigo will come. Import speech. That's it. That's all you have to do, right? You don't need to be an expert. I've inputted it as English, and even text to speech will do it for you in the output of Spanish. Once I've done it, play the audio, and next. That's it. Let's just do Spanish version. And that's another good. Actually, that's another good point. Did you see how quickly I done that? Meaning, I took that one video. See that one video that we done for the smartwatch? It was in English. All I simply do is go to reuse. So if I saw, let's just say, if I saw this here with the guy, right, selling the camera, I really like this one. If I go to reuse, I could go back to this. I can import a new audio. If I'm using text to speech, I can do it in all these different number of languages. So I could keep recreating the same ad. That is taking me it takes me no time at all. I recreate it in different number of languages, depending on what market I'm targeting or what country I'm targeting. Does that make sense, everyone? So remember, if you do want to add more content or if you want to make more animations, you don't have to. This is just optional. I'm just saying it's an extra step. If you want to kind of add more animations or motions or production value, of course you can. VideoExpress will take that a little bit more, where you can add those. You can bring things to life. You can either use create AI image to video, okay? Because all you have to do is just simply take an image and instruct the AI what is that you want. So if I take this image here, and I say, what do I want her to do? Do I want her to spin around? Maybe lift her foot up, maybe wave her hands. Depends what you're trying to get, but because it's like kind of B-roll is some level of animation, I'm just trying to showcase the product. And in this case, the product is the clothing or the apparel that she's wearing. So I'm trying to demonstrate that. And remember, for a business, the amount of money that's getting saved, because they have no idea. Because if a business is to enlist a human to do this or a model to do this, there's a lot of expenses involved. And many of you would already know that. Expenses of hiring the person, first and foremost, travel expenses, maybe food expenses, and then you got the photographer, you got the location, and most locations you actually have to hire the location. That sometimes either it does or doesn't. You have to get licensing and all that agreement in place. And typically, sometimes these locations or these sessions require more than one person or more than one staff or employee or a team of people. So you can imagine those expenses will rack up. What if we just eliminate all those additional expenses and we enlist the help of Talking Photos AR, VideoExpress? Don't you think it's going to be a no-brainer to the potential customer or the client, right? It just makes sense because you are saving them all of these costs, and you're saying not only can you save them costs, but you're saving them time. And anyone, when it comes to business, the most valuable thing to them is time. They don't have time to do all of this stuff. They don't want the headache of all of that stuff, right? So if you can speed up the process, turnaround times, of course, they're going to want it. Why not? You're saving them time. So sometimes even if you have to give them a couple of samples or give them an example, like a demonstration of it, put a watermark, that's why you've got it here. Even with Talking Photos AI, you do have tools where you can add watermarks, you can add subtitles, you can hit, I guess, if the end user maybe is audible impaired, that you can have those subtitles, etc., etc. But even I like reading subtitles, okay? You can resize videos as well, but depends if you have those overlays in My Effective, but you can have for different types of social media. And last but not least, you can obviously add those watermarks, okay? So like I mentioned, if I saw a video, I want to give it to a client. If I want to protect my my project or my work until I'm paid, then this is one of the aspects I could do. So we don't want those cases of not getting paid for it. So we have our watermark. We can put it in the center like that, or you can put an image. If you've got your own image, then fine. and that's it. And then it would just render video. Okay, so there's so many things that will allow it just to have fun. Okay, using it. And if you do create videos, images from Artistly, some of you have it, you can import directly from Artistly. You'll see here, just make sure it's in the right dimension. You see some of these ones that I created were from Artistly directly. Okay, so you can see, look, this guy with the radiator, the clippers, etc., etc. So I would make 2 versions in Artistly, and I'll bring them across, and I'll see which one I like the most, and then I would do even the guy with the balls. Okay, so you can see, yes, Artistly, they've been created with Artistly. But I'll just show you, if you want to, if you don't have Artistly and you want to use something like ChatGPT just to speed up the process, you can also have that as an alternative. And don't think you're just restricted. I need to buy all these products, even though they're amazing. And yes, I can see them working for myself, but it just depends on your individual circumstances. Okay. So let me know. I think Adrian's off to Heathrow Terminal 4. Okay. Happy holidays. So has everybody enjoyed today's session? Please let me know, and we'll do some Q&As. I know I wanted to ideally try to keep this short and sweet, between about 90 minutes. But I understand, look, everybody's at a different level. So I try my best to explain it in such a way that you'll understand it and it's stuck with you. If that makes sense. I know some of you are quick learners that you do it. So I appreciate those that have been patient as well. But that's the key thing. So some of the key things is, yes, there's a resource document that'll be added to the video as well. It's made available to you. There's some content there, media files, overlays. So not only can you create this user-generated content, okay, but we can also add overlays to it. Just think outside the box. So you saw, let me just show these. So remember these ones. I mean, just think about it. I rarely see videos like this, right? They're very hard, because to do something like that, most people have to get a graphic designer. Okay, first you would have to do the video, and then you would overlay the text on top, and then you'd have to make sure that the styling of the colors and the font, everything has to align, like it has to look right. Because if the coloring is not correct, it will blend and bleed into the background and it won't be apparent. It's just not legible. Okay, but by doing something like this, just imagine if you can provide a service or content like this. This is way above what anyone else is doing right now. You have to understand that. I mean, you could easily go do your research. I'm not saying that. Go do your research. You'll see, look, if I come here now, look how boring these just look. These boring videos, right? Even though they're boring, 250,000 views, right? Look at this, 105,000 views, 158,000 views. Okay. Now we can come and we can see what's working. What can we model? Yeah, we can use search filters. We can look at popularity. Now, remember, the term always change them around. Okay, look at the keywords, and you can see, how we can change it around. So shorts is going to be the one. So you can see, look at this, and this one is look. This one's on Fiverr. So someone's providing a service on Fiverr using this. Smart. Don't blame them. So we can see here, look, example video. That's it. But you can make these faceless videos that you don't even have to be on camera. You can just get AI to do everything for you. And how do you overlay the text? Remember, in this document and make it available to you, you'll have those examples. Okay, so anybody thinking like, let me actually, you know what? That's a really good idea, right? So see these examples. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Aha. If I put this here, okay. Okay. Can you do this for a makeup kit? Change to update everything. Including the overlay. Don't explain, just create. Now, what you might find, okay, is you may have some, you might have like 1 or 2 issues where you got to re-render it, but that's all right because I'll show you what I mean by that. So some of these examples you can see, I've given you the best examples there. I refined them because you saw, look, where's it gone? I think it was one of them anyway. It was cropping something, okay? See, that one was cropping, so we can adjust it and we get the perfect one, okay? So let's see. So what you're able to do, you can actually then, with the prompt, obviously, you can say, look, here's the example of an overlay. I want something similar. This is my product. This is what I'm selling. And this is actually, you could even say, this is the image of it. And with that content, you can ask it for the key points, or it will extract the key points and put it on the overlay for you. Okay? So it's optional. Or you can keep them vague and subtle, where they're generic. And remember, you can resize these. You can put them as 16:9. You can take the same one and resize it. But just to make sure, when you resize it, you might have to tweak it a little bit and just say, make sure the overlay is the correct dimension. Don't stretch it, don't adjust it, because it will the first time it is. You just have to get the example right, because I'll show you why, because I tested this as well. And you see this, look. First, it gave me one that was short, very close to it, and then it made it a little bit better. Okay, so if I tweak it, I can improve it even better. But can you see that? It's kind of, it's tight, like it was 9:16, because I've told it it's 16:9. I want you to redo it and make it suitable for the dimension. Okay, and you can see, look, my English ain't even great. Okay, but AI understands. Check this out. Oh, wow. Now, come on, honestly. Look how good that looks. So we could have our own product in there. We could have our product name, and we could have her talking. You could be the face of the model. He, she, they, them. Okay. So yeah, this is I sell a marketplace. It's a great idea. Try to sell some stuff. It will garner more curiosity when something's animated and it's something that stands out opposed to everything else. Everybody will probably, a lot of people do have the same product, but what is it that you're doing different? And what it comes down to, sales is just marketing as well, isn't it? It's marketing your product, getting someone's attention. And we can do this by doing some of the strategies we put in place. We have to sometimes go above and beyond, but these steps are very easy. We're not complicating it. And for the normal person to go get Photoshop and an editor and do graphic design and make icons, get in the text, all of this, yeah, no one's got time for that. People would generally, back in the day, would have to pay somebody for all of this. You would have to get a copywriter, get a graphic designer, get examples, all of this stuff. We don't need to do none of that stuff now. We can do it all in-house. So what I'll do with this, I will, let me actually, what I'll do, I'll put it in the folder for you, everybody, if you want just a sample. But okay, this is the key thing. This, before I forget, right? Remember, I took this image here. I just said, look, change it and make it for a makeup kit. That's all I told it. Now, if I want, I can put my particular product, maybe a subject, and I can say, this is what I want. Now, one other thing I'm going to say, remake, but update the color theme, right? And make pink neon, okay? So you can adjust the coloring. You don't have to be static or anything like that. You don't need to be stuck with one color. Even where it says shop now, you can change all of this. Everything can be edited. And I'll tell you another key thing. You can actually ask it for the prompt. If you have Artistly, you could take the prompt and you can use Artistly for it. So if you want to get the perfect prompt, you can go over to Artistly and generate the prompt directly and create as many as you want. So, so let's just say, I don't know how well it'll come up, but I'll test it for you right now. Or maybe I leave that for you to test and then come back to me. Oh. Okay, so what I'll do, let me just get a window open, do high quality. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. Come on. Can you see the difference? Right? It just pops up. And we can see all the text. Everything's going to be fine. If you want to change the face, maybe put a glow around her head, any kind of separation, we can alter the background. We can make it more clear. It doesn't matter. You can do anything. Even if you want to change the headline color from white to, I don't know, gold or whatever it may be, yellow, we can do all of that. Okay. So what I'll do now is we have sadly come to an end. I know we normally like to keep it about an hour and a half, but because sometimes I can see I go by the comments and feedback, everyone's enjoying it. We will conclude. But has everybody enjoyed today's session? And also, if the team could kindly put the link for Talking Photos AI as well. And what I'll do, I'm just going to put this up on the screen. So if you do want to come check out the group, if you want to come join in the inner circle, please make sure you go to ponder.com/Facebook. Okay, so you can come and if you create some UGC ad examples, we would love for you to do that. I guess that's a little task for everybody if you're watching. If you can kindly do that and then come post them in the group and we can see what you have been cooking. Okay. Alternatively, also, if you want to look at some of the apps that we spoke about, you'll find them at ponder.com. Okay, ponder.com. And also, if you do want to create UGC ads, if you want to be an affiliate, promote, hey, you'll also find relevant links on there as well that you can do so. So there's a couple of things that you can do, ponder.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, please kindly, we request you make sure you subscribe so any notifications you get are noted immediately if you hit notification bell. And yeah, hopefully it's been enjoyable today. I know sometimes time goes very, very quick. I know it's a Friday as well. Is it a Friday? Yeah, it's a Friday. But you know, we're here for you all. Okay, so every week we try to do our best to try to give you some of the most up-to-date strategies and tactics of making amazing level content, and we try to go over and above. Okay, and yes, the prompt document should be shared. Okay, so what I'll do, it will be what I'll do at the end of this stream. I'll put it into the YouTube description field. So after the stream, just give me about 5 minutes and I'll add it for every single one of you. Okay. Okay. So as we now come to an end, has everybody, just be honest, please let me know. Let's make some noise. Has everyone enjoyed today? Let us know your feedback. So, you know, we know that we've done a good job. That's the main key thing, that, you know, everyone's had fun. You've learned something, even if it's a little golden nugget that you can take away and like, okay, I didn't think about that. Yes, maybe I can do this. And it's just about implementation. I mean, knowledge is everywhere, but it's just about actionable content that's going to get you results. So this is going to be Talking Photos AI. If anyone wants to go check it out, the link will be in the description. You can go see some other examples. You know, it does all kinds of things with a photo, video, singing, dancing. I mean, a whole host. I mean, we will be here for another 2 hours if I showed you. And you can see as you come down, one time for you, okay? And also, we looked at VideoExpress. So VideoExpress as well. That's another one that will be in the description as well. That's the video platform that we looked at, where we could bring motion to our characters. And you see some other great examples when you're on that as well. Okay, and also, we looked at Clone Voice. Okay. Oh, there we go. Clone Voice. Attack of the Clones. There we go. So for me, when I was using Talking Photos and Clone Voice, it was easy. I could just back and forth very quickly. I mean, the ease and use of it was just second to none. Okay, and then you can see there. Okay, that's Clone Voice. So all of those are there. You can view them all at your discretion. It'll be in the description field. I'll make sure I add the document as well. 5 minutes after it ends, I'll try to rush around and get it all added for every single one of you. And in the document, this is key thing. In the document, I can see some of you already in there. In the document, if you scroll down, everybody, what I'll do, let me add this to the header as well. Okay. I'll put this in the header. So once you click this link, it will take you to the folder. Now, in the folder, it will be called UCG resources. You'll have the extra media, everything that we discussed in the overlays. It's all in there with the PDF. All right, just makes it more organized. So hopefully that just it assists you in your journey, and especially what we've gone through today just makes it a little easier for you, and hopefully that can assist you and accommodate you. Okay, so fantastic. Well, apart from that, please do generate some examples for us, as we would absolutely love for you to do so. If you can generate those and put them into the inner circle, put them in the inner circle, and let's see what you've been cooking, okay? And you'll see so many kind of discussions. I'm pretty sure any good ones, or all the good ones, we'll probably highlight them next week as well, okay? So, yeah. So, yeah. Ulrich is saying you will not go wrong by buying all of them. So very good. Good session, very informative. Thank you. Okay. Great job teaching. Fantastic. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so everybody, yes, this UGC ID is a very good approach, and it will be something completely different. I know the market's inundated with so many out there, so we have to kind of think. We know it works. That's why there's so much content out there. How can we improve it and model it already? All we do is we need to make tweaks on what's already working and make it a little bit better. Because sometimes when you try to reinvent the wheel, that's where people make mistakes and things don't go according to plan. Okay, that's the key here. So we want to be smart. We're in no rush. We have AI at our capabilities, and we've got an amazing group of people around. Even if you come in the inner circle, you got any questions, you're like, you know what? Here's an example. Hey, what does everyone think? This is my feedback. You can clone yourself and be in your own ads. I guess that was another good idea you can do. Clone yourself, whatever products that you're promoting or you're selling, or you want to be, you're utilized in. Even you can bring your kids involved, your family, relatives, whatever. You can put their face on it, your clients' faces on it. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So having said that, because you know me, I could talk on forever. And I know you have a very busy Friday and weekend. So apart from that, everybody, thank you very much. I'll go right now and I'll make sure that link is in the description field of the resources. And until next week, on behalf of Sid, Paul, and the team, and Yash, we've got to get him out one day, and the team, and a good, a big thank you to the team that are monitoring. They're in the comments as well at the moment. I'm not a one-man army right now. There's so many. So thank you to everybody that's been helping the team as well behind the scenes. So there will be a recording. It will be live, so you can rewatch this and go through it slowly as well at your own pace, so you don't need to hesitate. So if sometimes, I know it comes up, if something's a bit too fast and you didn't catch something, you can always slow down the video. Okay, you can slow down the speed of the video, and so you understand it, or you can pause it and use the resource document as well as you go along. Okay. So apart from that, until next week. Okay, next Friday, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, US. Okay, and here in the UK, that's 6 p.m. UK time. Okay, all right, GMT. So from there, everybody, take care. I'll go upload that resource document right now. Okay.